Hey there, my name's Maestro, and today I have a special Dragon Ball FighterZ video for you. Today we're going to be looking at Gotenks and some of his new combo routes thanks to the buffs he received in the Season 3.5 patch. They adjusted the properties on a few of his moves, added less damage scaling, and more combo opportunities on a few of them, namely Jump 214L, the light Beyblade attack. So throughout this video I'm going to show you a few different routes you can use based on your starter to get the Rejump every time. These routes are super consistent and universal to my knowledge. The first combo I'd like to run through can be done with any starter, including jump light, jump medium, jump heavy, 2L or 5L, and is super easy to confirm into the Rejump, so let's just take a look at it. There are a lot of things about this Rejump that are not expressly noticeable just from watching them being done, so I'd like to explain why they work, how they work, and what issues you might be having if you can't get them to work. So no matter what your starter is, you're just going to want to make sure you get to the portion of the combo where you can do 2M into 5M. That's really where the Rejump starts. Once you knock the enemy off their feet by using 2M, you can cancel into 5M and start your air juggle. You have to super jump forward, and as soon as you super jump, hit jump light, which is a 3 hitting air normal. After the third hit of jump light, you're going to want to cancel into Gotenks command normal in the air, which is jump 6S. Now, jump 6S is an interesting move. If you've never played Gotenks before, which I hadn't, so this was interesting for me as well. It's not like other command normals in this game where you have to hold a direction and then press the button. You can actually change which version of this move you want after you already pressed the S input. So if you jump in the air and you press S, it comes out like that. If you jump in the air, press S, and then hold forward, he'll do that. So you can kind of decide which one you want a little later than most characters can. And that's going to be important for one of these specific Rejump combos we're going to do later. So anyway, after 2M, 5M, super jump forward, hit jump light, let all 3 hits connect and cancel into jump 6S. After jump 6S, Gotenks is actually super plus, so he can connect another attack right after. But because he's heading towards the ground, you can only really connect 1 hit of his jump light. That's not a problem though, because you can actually cancel it into the second hit of his jumping auto combo, which will bring him up in height to match his opponent. After that, you're going to want to cancel into a double jump forward, and then just do the same thing again, 1 hit of jump light, cancel it into the second hit of his jumping auto combo. Now at this point, you're going to special cancel that into jump 236M, which is the medium Miracle Super Punch, and after you do that, you're going to want to immediately cancel into jump 214L. So after 1 hit of jump 236M, cancel into 214L. In these combos, you're going to notice that you normally cancel into either 236L or 236M, depending on the height of you and the other character. So anyways, if you've done everything right up to this point in the combo, after jump 214L, Gotenks will actually be snapped to the ground and he can move about freely. There are a few different things you can do at this point to continue the combo, but I'm going to show you the 2 most common that I think people are learning. In the combo that I just showed, you saw me do jump 214L, cancel it into a dash, cancel it into 5M, and then I continued the combo from there. If you don't want to do the dash into 5M, you can also do a dash into a jump light. A lot of people find this to be a little bit easier, so maybe you're playing online and the connection's a little shitty. You can just go for this version of the combo instead and make it a little more consistent. They do very similar damage, so it really doesn't matter which one you do. Whichever one you like, you can kind of stick to that one. They're both universal, so you don't have to worry about doing one for one character and one for another. After the Rejump part of the combo, it really doesn't matter what you do, but it is important to note that depending on your starter, you may have to drop certain hits of jump light or jump light altogether towards the end of your combo. If I realize that my combo is going to be super scaled towards the ending, I like to end in medium into jump 2H, and then I cancel into a forward jump, jump medium into H for the sliding knockdown. You don't miss out on a ton of damage, and you guarantee the sliding knockdown, so if you're ever worried your combo's going to scale too much for a jump light, just take it out. The only issue with the first route involves the super jump forward with jump light. If you happen to confirm that you're 2M connected on the enemy, but you did it a little late and you cancel into 5M, when you super jump forward, all 3 hits of your jump light won't connect. So instead of using the first route, you can opt for another route that I find to be a little bit harder, but a little bit more consistent based on your 2M height. So after 2M, even if you get it late, you're going to want to cancel into 5M, and then super jump forward and immediately cancel into jump medium. After your super jump medium connects in the air, you're going to need to manually time a delay between jump medium and jump 6S. After jump 6S, it's pretty similar to the first through except for one thing. You do the first hit of jump light, cancel into the second hit of jump auto combo, then you jump forward again and do the first hit of light into the second hit of the jump auto combo. At this point, you're going to want to cancel into jump S. Now, like I mentioned earlier, jump S can be changed into jump 6S by holding forward afterwards. So after we hit jump S, we're going to cancel into 236M and hold down the forward input. So it changes our jump S into jump 6S as well as giving us our jump 236M cancel. You only want one hit of 236M to connect, and then you're going to cancel into 214L like the other route, and from there it's pretty much the same thing. This one does scale a little bit less, so you have a little bit more wiggle room when it comes to the jump light. While those first two routes are going to be your most common rejump tools, it's important to note that Gotenks can start a rejump from a few odd starters. If an opponent tries to challenge you while you're frame trapping with this 5H, you can actually get a pretty decent chunk of damage by using the rejump. The way this combo works is very simple. You do a grounded 5H and chase with Superdash. You do 3 hits of his jump light, cancel it into the second hit of his jump auto combo, do a jump 2H, and you double jump forward, cancel that into 3 hits of his jump light, and then the second hit of the jump auto combo. After that, you're going to cancel into jump 236L, and then after the first hit connect, combo into 214L. If you did that correctly, Gotenks will snap to the ground and you can do whatever you want after that. The downside to this though is that because you've used your smash, you don't have access to an easy sliding knockdown. If your jump H at the end of a combo won't cause a sliding knockdown, you can always bring your opponent back down to the ground with 236L by holding down the button. This will bring them very close to the ground, and then when you cancel into 214L, Gotenks should usually be at the ground. If you don't have any assists that you can use to get a hard knockdown, you can always cancel into Gotenks' level 3 to get a pretty decent safe jump. If you never played Gotenks before Season 3.5, you might not know that he can actually charge his 5H so that it has different properties on hit and block. You can't do the same combo off of a regular 5H that you can with a charged 5H, so here's what you do instead. The damage you net from both is essentially the same, but it's important to note the differences there. So anytime you connect with a Super Dash or a 236S from Gotenks, you can always vanish and continue into a rejump combo. This combo is also super easy. After the vanish, you're going to want to dash up with the first hit of his light auto combo, then connect with the second and third. You're going to cancel the third hit of the auto combo into 214S, which is Galactic Donut. If you haven't already done one in the combo, he can actually super dash after, and you're going to want to do that. Cancel into jump medium, double jump forward into another jump medium, and then cancel into 236L. You should only let one hit of that connect, and afterwards you can do 214L, and it should bring Gotenks down to the ground for the perfect height for rejump. So just like with the 5H starter, at this point in the combo, you no longer have access to a jump H sliding knockdown, and it's super scaled after the vanish, so you have to kind of close it out. So after jump 214L, I did dash up 5M. After the 5M, I canceled it into a jump light, and I only did one hit. This was to maintain a pretty low height. After that, I canceled into the second hit of the jumping auto combo, which was canceled into jump 2H. After that, you double jump forward into however many hits of the next jump light as you want, into the second hit of the jumping auto combo, and from there you just do 236L and hold down the button so you go as close to the ground as you can, and then you cancel whenever you want into 214L. But you can add an assist to make sure you get a hard knockdown with the jumping Dragon Rush, or do another Beyblade to add some more damage on top. The only other big starter I want to cover in this video is 2H, which is going to be something you're going to be hitting a lot, especially online when people like to Superdash all the time. This combo may seem difficult, but it's really only a little bit harder than the other ones we've covered so far because you rejump more than one time. I'm going to show the combo first, and then I'm going to explain what beats you need to hit to make sure you get all the right rejumps. So after the 2H connects, you follow up with a super dash and you hit them with jump medium. After that, you're going to want to cancel into jump 236L, and unlike the other routes, we're actually going to let this move hit 4 or 5 times. If you let the move connect 5 times and you leave too much of a delay between that and 214L, you're not going to hit the right height for the rejump. So I typically tend to shoot for 4 hits on 236L. After 4 hits of 236L connect, you cancel into jump 214L, and this should leave you at the perfect height to rejump. After you hit the ground, you're going to do a dash up 5M and do a neutral super jump into jump medium, cancel that immediately into jump 2H, and then forward jump cancel into another jump medium. At this point in the combo, you're going to leave a pretty sizable delay between jump medium and the special cancel, which is 236M, and then you're going to let almost all of the hits rock on 236M. After that, you're going to do another 214L, and that should also leave you at the perfect height for another rejump. For the second rejump, you do dash up 5M, and then you can pretty much end this however you want. I like to do dash up 5M into super jump medium and then forward jump medium, because it allows you to kind of add an assist or two if you really wanted to maximize your damage. If you just have Gotenks, then you can always do jump light auto combo, jump 2H into another jump light auto combo, and then cancel it to jump 236L, hold down the button, and then 214L to bring them all the way back down to the ground, where you can do your supers. If you noticed, I said to go for a neutral super jump after the first dash up 5M. This is because typically Gotenks tends to go underneath your opponent when you go for the dash up 5M, and if you happen to go underneath, when you super jump neutral, Gotenks will auto correct to whichever side your opponent is on. If you super jump forward, however, you might go flying in the other direction. Let me show you what it looks like when you go underneath your opponent. So as you can see, regardless of which side Gotenks ends up on, you can always confirm and change the combo from there. Now those are all of the rejump routes that I'm aware of and the ones that I use when I play. There was one more thing that I wanted to tack on to the end of this video, which is how you can use Gotenks' 236HS Super to extend combos even more. After any combo that you end near the ground with 236L into 214L, you can call a high hit stun assist, like a C assist, and then cancel into his 236HS Super. While Gotenks recovers from his super, the assist should keep the opponent juggled. So before I show the super off in a combo, I just kind of want to show you how it works and explain it because they don't really do a good job of it in the game. So after Gotenks summons the 4 ghosts, they will remain there until about 6 seconds passes, then all 4 ghosts will chase the opponent. If you don't want to wait for the ghosts to attack your opponent automatically, you can manually send them after your opponent by hitting one of the 4 face buttons on your pad. Light corresponds to the top left ghost, medium corresponds to the bottom left ghost, heavy corresponds to the top right ghost, and S corresponds to the bottom right ghost. If you notice, Gotenks actually does all of his attacks when he chooses to send them after his opponent, so you can kind of work in tandem with the ghost to kind of string combos together. Now, there's a mechanic in this game and most fighting games that you might not be aware of that's called negative edge. When you press a button down, you'll see that it registers in your command history, but what you don't see is that when you release the button, it also registers in the game. Gotenks can use negative edge to send the ghosts out without actually committing to any action. Now, if you'll notice, I'm going to do the ghost super and I'm going to hold down the buttons L and S. So right now I have the buttons held down. If I release them, they go after the opponent, without me having to press them a secondary time. The combo extension I'm going to show you involves holding down the buttons L and S during the super startup. As you can see, it does a lot of extra damage and it brings the opponent further to the corner. If you have a C assist, this is definitely something you should learn. So after your jump 236L into 214L series, you call your C assist and then you do the 236HS super. During the super animation, you're going to want to start to hold down the L and S buttons, and as soon as Gotenks can move freely again, you want to let go of those and do a dash into a forward jump H as soon as he gets in the air. After the jump H connects, the heavy ghost should start to follow the opponent. When it makes contact, you want to cancel into jump 2H. Now this is the tricky part. After jump 2H hits, you're going to want to hit the medium button so that the medium ghost starts to follow them, and then you cancel the jump 2H into a forward jump where you will drag and rush them after the medium ghost hits them. This combo works slightly different mid-screen than it does in the corner, but if you happen to end this combo in the corner, you can always backdash twice after your C assist and then call the ghosts out. Anyways, thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments. I'm going to be responding to all of them, so don't worry about that. If you want to see me do some of these Gotenks combos online, I'm doing a series right now where I just post my online matches, so check those out. The link will be in the description. If there are any other characters you'd like me to make videos about, please leave them in the comments as well. I'm definitely going to be looking out for some of those requests. Thank you for watching, and have a good day. Bye.